what I learned along the way is a number of things. So you're right. You get overwhelmed by noise. My mobile might as well be surgically attached to me, and it's no fun. I wish I could leave it behind, but I'd probably have a breakdown. It's like to that level.
Yep.
Um, we all have that dopamine hit when we go onto social media and see how many likes or comments we've got. Well, imagine that on steroids. It's not good, and you might think it gets diluted, but bigger the numbers get, it really doesn't. It just gets amplified. So that's a very real issue. I've had to battle social media storms as well. It really doesn't help being I don't like to use the term working class because I've no idea what class I am, to be honest. I'm just trying to do the best for my family. But being a white male of a certain age on social media, you can type something and be accused of saying something else, which can be challenging. I was accused of all sorts of racism, sexism, and so on when I made a comment about Meghan Markle looking absolutely stunning. This was about 5 years ago. I said she looks absolutely stunning, but unfortunately, she might have to follow royal protocol. And that obviously got extrapolated out into all of these accusations. My Twitter went wild. I wanted to bury myself for the day. It was horrific. Um,
That's the challenge with social media, isn't it? It's not real life either. It's not real world. I mean, you wouldn't face those sort of that kind of ridiculousness outside of that social media virtual town square.
this is it, and you obviously can't put the necessary disclaimers and context in 140 characters. So you got that challenge. I also found that it's it's a real risk because one of the interesting things I've learned about personal branding from looking at other people, and this is more of an observation than anything else. Um, I know that I'm not going to appeal to everyone. I know that there will be certain people who will look at me and say, yeah, he's just a jumped up accountant or jumped up Essex boy or jumped up this, that, or the other. There will be people who want to snipe. There'll be people who want to take me down. There'll be people who see that I'm doing for free what they're charging for.
Mm.
There'll be others who believe that I'm charging for what they do for free. There'll be a load of reasons why people will want to take me down. And I've come to terms with the fact that not everyone will like me. But it's a very blurry line between knowing that you are going to be Marmite and deliberately being Marmite. And I guess one of the more negative school of thoughts that I've seen around personal branding and what people are trying to do is deliberately going out to be provocative. And I'm not saying this to be provocative, but it really pisses me off. It really frustrates me seeing people going out to alienate one subset of people in the hope that it will attract another. Um, and this artificial veneer that comes with the whole personal branding world is a bit of a nightmare. So, it's really interesting because you say about there's people who don't want to build a personal brand. There are people who do without perhaps any reason to or justification. If you were to ask me the question, Jason, would I do it again? It's a really tough one to answer because I guess my personal brand has given me more than I ever could have expected a personal brand would, but not all in a good way.